before this episode. If you want to see the words as well as hear them, get exclusive content, access to the regular episodes before anyone else, and take part in the monthly questions and comments edition, you can subscribe to this podcast on Spotify and get all of that for the price of a very average coffee a month. Okay, let's get on with it. We're going to look at the murder of Brooke Hanlon and specifically the 911 call made around her murder in this episode of Never a Truer Word, where we look at the words that people choose to use to see if they're telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I've studied the words of thousands of criminals, so I can show you how people use words to lie, to cheat, to manipulate, to deceive, and I can show you what the truth sounds like as well. So let's dig into the words said in the 911 call. A bit of background. Brooke Hanlon was 35. She was from Chester in New Jersey. She was a mom, and she was murdered at home, fatally stabbed on the 6th of June this year. At the moment, at the time of recording, no suspects, no arrests, nothing like that. A complete mystery as to what happened to her. And the 911 call that her husband made when he discovered her body has been released. And it's a dramatic listen. And it's got people asking some questions about it. So let's dig in and see what we can learn from the words that he used. Now, there are academic studies into what makes a 911 call a genuine 911 call and what marks out a 911 call from someone with guilty knowledge, someone who is trying to hide their involvement in the reason that they're calling 911. So genuine 911 calls tend to have direct, and the people making the calls give direct and helpful answers to the person who's on the phone. They let that person be the superior person in this situation because they realize this person can get them help. They request help. The people making the calls request help, and urgent help very often in genuine 911 calls, and also very specific about the type of help that they need. Deceptive 911 calls tend to have an element of storytelling to them, an element of alibi building. You know, I was somewhere else and just walked in and found this happened. And telling that story, setting that alibi is more important to the person making a deceptive 911 call than it is to the person making a genuine 911 call who just wants to get that help. The deceptive person just wants to build the story. That's their priority. You will also see over politeness in deceptive 911 calls where that person wants to get law enforcement and the dispatcher on their side and not raise any suspicions by being, rude or anything like that. That over politeness will often show through in deceptive 911 calls. So it's a 6-minute call. I'm going to break it down to 3 2-minute long chunks. And once we've listened to each one, then I'm going to pull out the words that interested me most inside that section of the call. Just a warning. It is very dramatic. I am not an expert in the drama. I'm an expert in the words, so I'm not going to look at how he carried himself. I would just say, until you've been in that situation yourself, I advise not judging the actions. Don't say, well, I wouldn't do that. If you haven't done it, you won't know. But just a warning, this could be upsetting to some people as you listen. So let's go to the call.
911 operator 484. What's the address of the emergency?
339. 339. That's in New Jersey.
Okay, bear with me one moment.
Oh my God! I need an ambulance.
Okay, 339 Township, is that correct?
Chester Township.
Okay, is there a floor apartment of room number? Is this a private home?
A private home.
Okay, you calling?
Yes.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened. I know you said your wife is bloody.
I just found my wife. I don't know what's going on. CPR. I need CPR just instructions.
Okay, she's not breathing or conscious?
Oh my God! There's a laceration in her chest. No.
Okay, sir, bear with me one moment.
No.
We're getting help there. Just stay on the line and need some more information, okay?
No. Fuck. Please. I don't know if there's blood. I need you here. I need you here immediately.
Sir, so she is bleeding and she's not conscious. Is that correct?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, sir. All right, the paramedics have been sent. Just stay on the line.
Yeah. What?
If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it, sir.
No, I don't have one.
Not available? Okay.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what the fuck. What the fuck?
Okay, please put your phone on speaker so your hands are free to help her, sir.
It's on speaker. It's on speaker. She's not moving, Brooke. No, please,
Okay.
don't say anything. No,
Bear with me one moment.
No.
All right, listen carefully, and I'll tell you how to do chest compression, sir. Place the heel of your hand on the breastbone in the center of the chest, right between the nipples.
There's a cut. That's where there's a cut.
I'm sorry, what was that, sir?
There's blood everywhere.
Okay, can you place the heel of your hand on the breastbone in the center of the chest, right between the nipples, and put the other hand on top of that?
Yep.
Right, let's dig into the bits that interested me there. I can see him answering questions very quickly and very honestly as well, not wanting to get his story out or anything like that, but give the answers to questions that will get help. For example, what's the address of the emergency? He just gives the address. It's redacted on that call there, so we can't actually find out the address, but he gives it straight away. What I did notice is he says, "Oh my God, I need an ambulance." Now, it's not him who needs the ambulance, it's her who needs the ambulance, but he's the person who feels he needs the ambulance there. It's not proof of guilt or anything like that. It's just an observation at this point. It's not she needs an ambulance. We need an ambulance for her. We need an ambulance for her. Get her to an ambulance. It's I need an ambulance. That one is a little bit of a worry for me. He's asked again, to confirm the address, and he does. He confirms the phone number as well. Very quickly says it's a private home. And then we get interesting. Tell me exactly what happened. I know you said your wife is bleeding. Now, I didn't hear him say that ahead of that point in the call. Maybe go back and listen to it and tell me if I missed something. Maybe that was, the initial dispatcher before it went to here or something like that. But tell me exactly what happened. Now, this is a question that a guilty person will often jump on and start the story way, way back. Not at, when we're asked what happened, where we start the story is always very interesting to us. A guilty person might start way, way back and say, I went to the gym at 5:30 this evening. I was in the gym for half an hour and then I came back to the house and that is alibi building. That's not what happened. That's where that person was in their story. He doesn't do any of that. He says, I just found my wife. I don't know what's going on. So he doesn't seem to have any sense of timing as to when it happened, apart from what he's experienced, which is entirely normal, finding his wife. I don't know what's going on. Again, suggests to me he's not trying to build any sort of, this must have happened or I was away at the time. No storytelling there at all. Then he says, CPR, I need CPR instructions now. I could go two ways on this. Is he changing the direction of the conversation? He doesn't want to talk about what happened too much. So that's why he brings up CPR, because that will go away from any more questions about, what happened. Or is he wanting these instructions, this urgent appeal for help? He wants to do something. I've noticed, seen a couple of really dodgy, famous 911 calls where the person is strongly suspected of doing something badly, and they will do anything to avoid doing CPR. But he seems to be volunteering to do CPR inside here. Although, as we'll see when we listen to the rest of the call, then he says, "Oh my God, there's a laceration." Now that was kind of interesting. He's not talking about her. He's talking in a passive way. There's a laceration, not she's cut or she's got a huge cut or anything like that. It's just, oh, there's a laceration. No person attached to that laceration. That is, a bit worrying for me. And also the use of that word laceration, not a general word that people use, but I don't know what this guy does for a living. So, he could be a surgeon, a vet or anything like that talks about lacerations all day, every day. Word that's not in normal usage, but there are reasons why it could be used. But that sort of passiveness could be interesting to me. Just stay on the line. We need more information, says the operator. And once again, we have this urgent plea for help. I need you here. I need you here immediately, he says. So as we go through that first part, I am finding this mostly reassuring factors, like this one. Is there a defibrillator available? Send someone to get it. Tell me when you have it, sir. Now, for someone making a deceptive call who wants to delay an arrival or delay CPR, they might go, oh, I don't know. Is there a let me try and find one. I'll just try and think about where the nearest one is. I'll have a look. Oh, no, there isn't one. None of that. Really quick answer. No, I don't have one. I don't have one. And then he says, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the fuck. So we've got there from him a sense of helplessness, a sense of asking for CPR, a couple of things about there's a laceration, and, a couple of things that make me go, what is going on? But he does seem to be directly answering the questions. However, just have a listen to the next part of the call where CPR starts. Tell me if you have the same thoughts as I do when we listen to it.
Okay. All right. Pump the chest hard and fast, at least twice per second and 2 inches deep. Okay. Let the chest come all the way up between pumps. We're going to do this 600 times or until help can take over. Okay. Count out loud so I can count with you. Okay.
1,
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going, sir. You're doing great. We're going to do this 600 times or until help can take over, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Help is on the way, sir. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sir, try and take a deep breath, sir. Try and take a deep breath, sir. Hello, sir. Are you still doing the chest compression, sir?
Of course, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're getting there as quick as they can, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I need you. I need you.
Try and take a deep breath, sir. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, Brooke.
1,
No,
2,
I need
3,
you.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4.
And sorry, I know you said, where are you in the house?
Second floor.
Second floor? Okay. Okay, keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
A lot of counting there during the CPR. Did you notice what I did? I did see some things, which is him saying, I need you here, this urgent request for help. But I couldn't help thinking that the way he was talking and his pacing, if he should be doing 1, 2, 3, 4 compressions, was way, way out. Just try doing it. I talk with my hands a lot, and you'll find that my hands move at the same pace as my voice moves. I'm very, very conscious of doing it now. But try talking quickly but beating your hands slowly, or try talking slowly and beating your hand quick. It's not very hard to do at all. And sometimes the words that he's saying don't seem to fit that 1, 2, 3, 4 rhythm. And when he screams, yells, lets out that guttural noise, whatever it is, there's no wavering in that suggests that his body is still moving. And, when you push down, you tend to breathe out. None of that seems to be happening. So is he actually doing as much CPR as it sounds? The pacing of his voice, the way he's breathing seems to be way, way out from that 1, 2, 3, 4 rhythm, which the operator, the dispatcher, seems to notice, because he says, are you still doing the chest compressions, sir? And he says, of course, yes. That is a bit of a deviation from how he has answered questions, which is give the information that is needed straight away, which would be yes. It's of course. It's like, don't question me. How could you be so stupid as to think I'm not doing it? Trying to say, of course I am doing these. That one was a bit of a worry for me there. Then he starts talking to Brooke. Brooke, I need you. No. Brooke, no, I need you. Now, that is people who have disgust, disdain for people, i.e. someone that you might have stabbed. We don't tend to use people's first names when we feel that distance from them and so on. And he uses the first name. So I found that interesting that he was still talking in those, that he was talking in those close terms with Brooke. That was something that was reassuring for me. And again, answering the questions straight away. Where are you in the house? Second floor. Second floor, okay, says the dispatcher. And then he volunteers the doors open. Helpful information to get help to Brooke as fast as possible from her husband there. We'll go back to the episode in a moment, but if this breakdown hits home, make sure you're following or subscribe to this podcast, because what I'm doing here isn't just a one-off episode. We are building a skill. And like any talent worth having, it takes repetition. The more you hear these patterns, the more naturally you'll spot them in your actual life. I hear it from listeners so often. Eventually, you can't unhear this stuff. You'll be in a meeting or on a call, and you'll start noticing the subtext earlier than anyone else, which gives you an edge in how you respond. If you aren't ready to commit to training just yet, but you found this episode valuable, do me a quick favour. Leave a rating or share this episode. It's the best way to feed the algorithms and ensure these tools get into the ears of the people who genuinely need them. And if you want to be more careful with how you speak, to talk with more clarity, authority and confidence, then do search for my other podcast. It's available everywhere. Just search for How Words Work. Right, let's get back to the episode. One more part to the 911 call to listen to.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I got this. You got it, Brooke. Come on, baby. Come on.
Keep going, sir.
Come on.
1, 2, 3,
Oh my God, there's
4.
two cuts. What the
1,
fuck happened?
2, 3,
What the fuck happened?
4.
What the fuck happened?
And where's there a large cut,
There's
sir?
one on her breast. There's one right below her breast.
Okay. Just keep going, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Keep going, sir. We have responders pulling up. Just keep going until they take over.
You're fucking better.
1,
I need
2,
him. I
3,
need
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep going. They're right outside. Just keep going until they take over, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're doing a great job, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You said the front door is open, sir?
Yes.
Okay, I'll update the responders. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep on going, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep on going, sir.
Yes. Come here.
Keep going until they take over, sir. Keep going until they take over.
Please, now.
Are those the responders, sir?
Yes.
Okay, you can speak with them, sir, okay?
I found her. I need.
And that is the 911 call finished. Some interesting things that I pulled out in that last part is him saying, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Now, I could go both ways on this one. Is that performative? I need to keep saying and giving the impression I don't know what happened, because actually saying it isn't helping Brooke one iota, just saying that there. So is that performative for the operator and the tape? When he's asked, where is there a big, large cut? He says there's one on her breast, there's one right below her breast. He seems to be just giving the direct answers there, and saying, actually this time they are on her, one on her breast, one right below her breast. Before I said there's a laceration. Then he does seem to be breathing and panting in a sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 rhythm, which maybe suggests that he has started doing it again. This is one of the big ones for me. When the dispatcher says, you're doing a great job, sir, he says, I'm not. I'm fucking not. I'm not. No. Now, I would be really surprised if someone who was guilty, someone who was acting a part, someone who was pretending to do CPR because they know it's futile giving CPR at this point, would say, I'm not doing a great job. I'm doing terrible. I'm not doing everything that you asked. I'm not helping at all. I would find that very, very unusual to find a guilty person do that, but he comes out and kind of saying, I'm hopeless at this. I am not doing a great job. I am not doing everything I can. So that really reassured me, that one. When the paramedics arrive, he says, yes, 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 come here, come here. He wants them there as quick as possible to try and get that help. And we don't hear all the conversation when the paramedics arrive, but we hear him say, I found her, which is exactly the same thing as he said to the dispatcher. And I can only imagine, again, the question was, what happened? And he's like, I found her. That is his impression of what happened. He's not trying to cover off alibis, not trying to tell stories again. He's just his experience of what happened is, I found her. And I find that reassuring as well. So that is the 911 call. I don't know what your thoughts are. I can see things that would be red flags to me. I can see reassuring things. I think on balance, I see more that's reassuring than I see as red flags. And what I always say, I can't prove whether a person is guilty or innocent through looking at their words. I can have thoughts at the end of it as to maybe how many red flags and what type of red flags show up, or all the reassuring factors. Like I said, I see more reassuring than more to worry about in this call, so I'm mostly reassured by this call. I got a couple of things that are there, but I think ultimately I can't prove anything. What I would do when I do an analysis like this is say, here's some questions I would like answered. And I can't think of any questions I would like answered after hearing this. I can't think of anything the words have thrown up that I want to say, what was meant by that? Or I would ask in an investigation a lot of questions about this. I can't think of any questions I could throw up. Hey, maybe I'll be surprised with how the investigation goes, but at the moment, like I say, I am mostly reassured by that 911 call. As dramatic and almost overacted as it sounds, the actual words on the balance reassured me. What do you think? You can let me know in the comments if you can, or get in touch on the socials. I am at JackFoxNATW all over the place. And you can also find a load more like this, including a lot more 911 calls to analyse at neveratruerword.com. I'll see you soon for something new from Never a Truer Word. And remember, the truth is always in the words.